Hello everyone, I'm here to show you the bastard child of the family that no one wants, and that's the PSP Go. Now the reason why I say that is that when Sony first announced the PSP Go, a lot of people are looking at it as like, wait a minute, so this is going to cost more, there's no UMD drive, there's supposedly less features on it. Why would I get this? Why would I spend more money with no UMD drive? Well, I'll give them this. This is really built solid. You know, this does not feel cheap in your hands at all. While the 3000 feels, you can tell they cut corners on the 3000. This one does not. And the comfort is actually comfortable. When you hold it in your hands, I swear to you, this is the first PSP. I've had the 1000, then the 2000. The 2000 got stolen. Then I got the 3000. That broke. So now I got the Go. And I swear to you, this is the very first design of the PSP that I don't get cramps on my hands when I use a PSP. And this is coming from someone that had the other versions in the past. So that's a really good sign right there. So, anyway. So this is how it looks when it opens. Closes like that. Yeah, you got that, and you can press both shoulder buttons. Does that. You can change those things. And you can press the shoulder, it does that little animation. Anyway. So the buttons are down here. And you got your home button. Top here, you got your left and right shoulders. The middle here is your volume, your screen button, and your sound button right there. On the side here, you got your memory stick slot, which I'll talk about in a minute, and your wireless switch. On the bottom here, you got your headphone jack and a new proprietary plug. Come on, really? Look at all that room. They couldn't just stick a standard USB plug. And that's probably another thing that a lot of people bitched about, is that, here's the thing. The PSP Go was not designed for existing PSP users. Because I'm telling you right now, and you know, there's my box right there. That's how the box looks, by the way. I'm telling you, when you get a PSP Go, you're essentially starting from scratch. I mean, from scratch. All the your TV cables that you can plug into the TV won't work on this. All your car chargers won't work on it. Which, by the way, Sony doesn't have an official way to charge in the car. I even went to the Sony Style store and asked them if they sell a car charger for the PSP Go. And they never even heard of someone even asking that before. Probably because so few people bought this. But Sony does not have a official car charger. What the hell? So what do I have to use? I have to use a car charger from the 3000. Use this because it's got that plug there that's yellow. Plug that there and then put it in like so in the car. Jesus Christ, come on, really, Sony? Do you have to let people that actually, because here's the thing, there's no removable battery. You can't remove the battery. It's just like an iPod. You can't really change the battery yourself. So, you know, if you can bring it like an extra battery with you, that wouldn't be such a big deal. But you can't. And the battery life is pretty much the same like the other versions of the PSP. But that's really my biggest gripe about the system. It's not for the plug, or I understand, it's a new system, and yeah, they're trying to position this more like a iPod Touch. I get that. What I don't get is that there's no official car charger. Come on. I do like this system. I do like it for its portability. The UMD, I don't really care, really. I don't play that many games on it. I know if I show you the list of games, it's going to look like I have a crap load. But the lack of UMD is not that big of a deal to me. But the comfort when you're playing games on this thing is really comfortable. I'm really surprised. The screen is a little smaller than the other versions of the PSP. Same resolution, but it's smaller. But the good thing about it is that the screen looks much better on this. The lighting is better, and the sharpness is really sharp on this thing. The quality of the screen is much better. And it does have Bluetooth. So if you have like a Bluetooth headset, say like you're playing SOCOM and you want to chat, I mean, it does have a built-in microphone, and but you can use a Bluetooth headset, you can use your PS3 controller on this thing, and all that good stuff. So, you know, the menu here is pretty much the same, really. The only different... Oh, wait. Before I forget, the memory card. This is another thing that I don't like about it. It does have built-in 16 gigabytes of memory, but it reserves just under 2 I think like a gig and a half. Whatever size the UMD discs are, that's how much is reserved on here. And that's because when you play games, you can actually pause the game, and what we'll do is actually save the game onto its reserved memory, and then you'll be able to do other stuff while the game is paused. So you don't have to always exit out the game. You can do that, but you don't have to. But for some reason, Sony wants you to buy the memory stick M2s. These M2 versions, which are essentially SD cards for memory sticks. And this is the card. Sure, it's small and everything, but what if you already have like a PSP, and you have a 16 gigabyte Memory Stick Pro Duo for that thing? Well, you can't use that 16 gig card in this thing. You have to buy a new one. And that kind of ticked me off there. But those are the really two biggest gripes I have with this system, is the fact that it uses a different memory card, and that there's no official way to charge it on the go in the car. Because, you know, it's called a PSP Go. So if you can't really charge it easily in the car, I mean, come on. Those are the two biggest gripes that I have for it, but I still really like this system. Is it worth it if you're an existing PSP owner? That would be a judgment call on your part. If you're a new PSP owner that's getting a PSP for the first time, I would really consider you looking at the Go. So that's pretty much it, and yeah, so like always, have a good one. Oh, that's the charging cradle, by the way. I don't remember if I showed you that, but it's there. Put it there. Do like that. So anyway, have a good one.